You want to go set the rest of these pots?
The weather has cleared. Bryce can finish dropping his pots. He's given Lockie the day off to recover.
I told him I'll just do today and we'll, have a day's rest after we pull and shoot these. When no longer these pots sit on the deck, they've got no chance of making any money, so to get these in the water's super important. I need about $8,000 a trip just to cover expenses. It's only my first year. Haven't really turned much over, so yeah, makes everything even harder for me.
They're not under the seat, Maka.
Here they are.
They're not. I'll have another look.
In the Bass Strait.
Can't believe we can't find the measure.
The crew of the William Nortling is supposed to be pulling its pots.
Oh, Maka shot the bloody measure down the chute. And I can't find the spares.
But the device they use to measure lobsters
Mate, stop around!
is trapped in the lobster tank, deep down in the hull of the boat.
Ah, that's well done.
Without it, there's no way of ensuring the lobsters they catch are of a legal harvesting size.
This would be junk drawer where they should be. Well, we can't measure the fish, so anything we think's risky, we've got to chuck it over the side just so to get paid for it.
Skipper Danny will be the one who cops the fine if the team is caught keeping undersized lobsters.
No, they're not there. They should be sticking out. They're pretty big, so... should be there. Should be f***ing right here. Him. Oh. Just f***ing right up.
If they can't find the spare measuring tool, Macca's blunder could prove to be very costly.
If you get caught with fish undersized, knows. You know, there's been guys fined in Tassie for, 180,000, 200,000. You lose 200 demerit points, and I think it's 10 per fish. You lose your whole licence, you get blacklisted for fishing in Tasmanian state waters, so you can't even buy another licence to go fishing. They take your personal licence as well. So your whole box and dice, your life is out the door, finished. You can't find another job doing something else. So, nothing like wait for the last 10 seconds to organise it with the Maka. Did all the yesterday to find a measure. You didn't use your brains.
Well, should be on the seat like every other time, shouldn't it?
Well, they should be, Mac. Well, you should have found the things yesterday. I'm not the cunt that threw them the well.
Hey, Matt.
What?
Can you just go and have a look on the gearbox fittings?
Yeah.
And then just check the throttle ones on top.
Yeah.
I'll go to the reservoir and see what I can find there.
18 kilometres off the West Australian coastline.
Does it look all right? All right, I'll have a look at the reservoir at the other end.
Engine failure has put Skipper Jay's 11 a.m. deadline under threat.
Well, there's the problem. There we go. We got no pressure. So this needle's supposed to be up here, and that's reading 0, which means we've lost pressure out of the system. That's why I couldn't get anything moving on those controls.
The Corrado is fitted with a hydraulic engine control. The throttle needs oil pressure to accelerate effectively.
Matt! Found it!
What's happened?
There's no pressure in here. Can you hook the little compressor and that battery up for us? I'll get this valve back in. Hopefully it's just a quick fix. I'll repress up the pressure in the line, in the reservoir, and we'll see if we're okay. So this tiny little thing here could be the problem. A goddamn valve, like a bike tube valve.
Are you stuck?
Yeah. That goes back in there.
Still got to finish pulling the gear.
Let's hopefully we can. Alrighty, crank her up, man. So get some pressure back in here. Well, that's holding pressure now. Do you want to run upstairs for us, mate, and just crank her in the guts.
Crank in the guts?
Yeah, and then just go into gear and just feel if that control's okay. And I'll see what this does here, make sure nothing happens. That's a good sign.
Yeah, all good. Smooth as.
Awesome. That might have been our problem. A leaky valve. We are a go. Woo! Whoa, that was close. At least it wasn't a ruptured hose or anything like that. We might have been crying for some help, maybe a tow home if that didn't all go to plan. Well, that's heaps better. Job's back on. Sweet. Enough to make me want to sweat a little bit, that did. Far out. Nothing worse than having a breakdown while you're out here, especially that we know we're the only boat out here today too. So, we averted disaster then.
The breakdown has cost the crew an hour of much-needed fishing time.
We've got 2 hours to get through this last 30 putts, get them back in the water and get home. So we'll put a pedal to the metal now and finish off, seeing we had to stop there for a little while.
Failure to meet the 11 a.m. deadline means the crew won't get paid. And once again, they'll be forced to throw their lobsters back into the sea.
We'll yeah, turn and burn and go pretty hard for the next 30. I'm sneaking away from us.
The Southern Ocean, 4,000 kilometres to the east.
You gonna be good to go this morning? Yeah, I'll rest it up. Rest it up? Yeah.
Greenhorn Bryce has lost a day's fishing due to dangerous weather, but at least Lockie's back on deck.
A bit better. I think going a bit hard when I was actually feeling unwell brought me down for the next day. So I've all rested up now. I'm feeling way better. So just smash the rest of the trip out. Catch some fish.
Day shot today. We've got another weather front coming in a day or two, and we'll lose another day's fishing. So we'll need you to try not to stuff up at all. We need to dial in on what needs to be done. I know it's your first trip and all, but just get you on par at least with just a few of the techniques. It makes it easier for you, easier and safer. Biggest things are just if something's happening, you got to yell out and let me know. So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, saw that coming a mile away.
Bryce is chasing a 250-kilo target and a $12,000 payday. He needs to catch at least 25 lobsters from every shot.
Ah. 13 total. Biggest fish for the morning, nothing special. Just under a kilo, or on a kilo. Right on a kilo.
Time is running out.
Swell 6 to 7 metres, up to 40 knots, Squizzy said.
Despite more bad weather on the way, Bryce hatches a high-risk plan.
We're going to go to Whalehead. We'll go down south. We've only got one chance to shoot down there over the next week, I think. So we'll get down there, give it a crack, see what we can get.
He thinks he can skipper the boat, so here's his test. I'll give him a go.
Yep.
Motivated by a wheelhouse stint on board the Bold Contender,
This is where you start learning, when you start doing it yourself.
Bryce has decided to head to one of Squizzy's favourite hunting grounds.
If they're running like they have been this morning, this could pay off in one shot. The weather's coming, it's not good. So, yeah, we'll just run the gauntlet, get down here. Bit of a dash for cash, see if it pays off. It's going to take us a few hours to pull the gear. We're going to be shooting in a lot deeper water. Yeah, more potential to lose the gear. Yeah, it's going to be, if it pays off, it's going to be good. If it doesn't, then it's just another loss. Can't afford to have any ups down here.
There wasn't any bait left.
Well, none.
No.
You didn't tell me. How many pots don't have bait in them?
Oh, they've all got bait in them, just this one doesn't have.
Well, it's not going to catch anything when it's got one cooter head. I wouldn't even get in that. Right, grab a rod down. We're going to have to get bait. Can't shoot pots with no bait.
Well, at least I get to do some fishing.
How many pots need bait? 1, 2. What else needs bait? Just 2? They're all looking a bit light on.
It's the deckhand's job to ensure there's enough frozen bait thawed out prior to each shot.
So he's forgotten to use that thing on his face that's in this region to let me know what's happening. He did tell me that we ran out of bait. Feeling pretty pissed off. It's definitely not the start I was looking for.
One.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got one though.
Rat. Yeah.
It's size. We won't be able to measure it because you threw the measure away. Down the chute.
The Bass Strait.
These are going to have to do, the calipers.
Yep.
Not ideal, but...
And Danny has found a makeshift solution to measure the size of the lobsters they catch.
I've set them for 121 mil, so... Yeah, awkward. Just have to be careful this bit here too, on the end. Don't bend that.
Yeah, right, yeah. We'll give them a go.
Be careful.
Don't it up. What you're supposed to say.
Again. Don't it up again.
The flimsy calipers are not designed to handle the hardened shell of the southern rock lobster.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Just use the calipers, he says. It's a pain in the arse, folks.
It's never going to be easy, Maka.
Have a look at it.
Well, I'm not the one that threw it in the well.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
With fines running into the hundreds of thousands for keeping undersized lobsters,
Is that size or not?
Female?
Yeah.
Nah.
Danny needs to err on the side of caution. A strategy that may well compromise his 500-kilo lobster target.
Yeah, no, we've got to be very careful. Oh, that's close, but when in doubt. Yeah, we've got to look after the fishery, and it's in our best interest. It's all, you know, it's our bread and butter, so it's just, you know, fish for tomorrow sort of a thing, I suppose, and we can make a wage out of it year in, year out, which is quite good. Oh, there's a pot full. There's something for you to play with, Maka.
Oh.
He's the gun today, look at him. He's got a couple of customers there for us.
Danny needs 10 lobsters from their last pot to reach 100 kilos for the shot.
Looks like there should be a pot behind us, Maka.
Still should be one.
I think so.
If I can see it.
I know. Well, we're missing a pot. I'm pretty sure it's this one right here. I mark every pot on the plotter.
A missing pot is a $350 loss, plus the cash value of any lobsters inside it.
Sure it's here, Foxy?
Right here, so it should be just here. F***ing Christ. Oh, bullshit.
What a prick.
Yeah.